My name is Mary Downing, and I have to tell you, my name is Mary Downing, and I have to tell you that I'm very happy about being here today. I live in Warminster, Pennsylvania, and I'm here today because I'm outraged that our politicians continue to allow Wall Street CEOs and very rich get away with paying little or nothing in taxes while the rest of us continue to pay our fair share year after year. Politicians like Representative Mike Fitzpatrick are letting them get away with it. My Congressman, Representative Fitzpatrick, should stand with the 99% for change and support the Buffett rule to make corporations and millionaires pay their fair share. If he really cares about the people in Bucks County, he would fight for us, not corporations and big banks. For those of us who are lucky to have jobs during this economy, tax day means paying your taxes and hopefully getting a refund. That refund usually goes to paying credit card debt, buying groceries, paying a mortgage payment for those of us who are lucky enough to stay in their homes. Working families are simply struggling every day, and I see it everywhere I go and with people that I talk to. On this tax day, I am one of the millions without a job. I worked hard my whole life and paid my taxes every tax day. I never mind paying my fair share. With a job and a roof over my head, I just want to pay my bills and have some economic security. Now I find myself unemployed for the last year. I may need to rely on the safety net, which Representative Fitzpatrick just voted to slash with the Ryan budget. Where does that leave many of us who are in the same or similar position?
That's
Does
right.
our congressman even care? We are tired of the 1% and the corporations not paying their fair share, which would be a contributory factor towards our debt crisis. We are weary and dissatisfied with politicians like Mike Fitzpatrick who refuse to do anything about it. Our schools are underfunded, our bridges are crumbling, our public transportation is suffering. Meanwhile, corporations, big banks, and corporations and big banks, because of the tax loopholes and the Ryan budget, continue to hide their money in the Cayman Islands, Swift bank accounts, or even across the state line in Delaware. They may be able to hide their money, but we will not allow them to hide from us.
Woo!
Everywhere are standing up for fairness in the tax code. We are seeing the terrible impact of budget cuts at the state and local level. We are tired of lip service from politicians like Mike Fitzpatrick, who refuses to fight for us. I will see the impact of these cuts with my own family. My brother is a Down syndrome young man, and his services and many other individuals with disabilities will be cut under Governor Corbett's proposed budget of social services.
Boo.
Governor Corbett made a commitment during his campaign to preserve services to people with disabilities. These cuts will directly affect the services provided to these individuals. These cuts and the cuts under the Ryan budget will affect my family and will affect your family.
That's right.
Everybody.
Passing the budget rule is a vital factor towards getting our economy back on track. I recently received communication from Michael Fitzpatrick stating that we cannot ignore the pending debt crisis. Well, this is what you are doing, Mr. Fitzpatrick, by not supporting the Buffett rule and insisting that we should continue to ignore the paying of fair taxes for the top 1% and corporations, and by not closing the tax loopholes.
That's
I am
right.
proud to be speaking out with all of you today. We cannot allow our Congressman, Mike Fitzpatrick, to let millionaires and corporations avoid paying their fair share.
Yeah.
Pennsylvania families see a future with nothing but cuts and false promises of a trickle-down economy that will never happen. This is an important step in getting our economy on track for all Americans, not just a chosen few. Join us in fairness for all Americans.
Woo!
Good.